7 exciting new releases from the world of single malt whiskey. We got a fun one today. I'm Jeff, this is Gwhisky, stick around. Alright, so this is the video I do every so often. There are always loads of new releases coming out, and yours truly does like to keep abreast. Basically, these videos function as Gwhisky news, where I let you guys know about a lot of the new and more recent developments or releases in the world of single malt whiskey, so that we get more FOMO, spend more money, and drink more liquid poison. So it's win-win. Most of these bottles are already released, and all of them are bottles that I want. Now, I don't know if they're all going to make it to my market in time, and even if they do, I don't know if I'll be able to afford them, but I sure do want them. Now, this list is in no particular order, but I will be putting a number in front of each whiskey in order to psychologically trick you into thinking this is some kind of countdown. I'm hoping that I can manipulate you into sticking around all the way to number 1, which you definitely should do, because wow, what a doozy. Another nefarious tactic I employ in my videos is a mystery pour. Now, today's mystery pour is from Islay. It's a peated sherry bomb of a whiskey. It's 10 years old, and it just got released in 2025. I think it's going to be a popular one this year, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. And I suppose that's it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into our list. In the meantime, if you'll kindly leave a like down below, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, coming in at number 7 at the back of this list, we have the new Ardin Miji. I'm talking about the 2025 release here. Last year's inaugural release, the 2024, was a UK exclusive. I did manage to get my hands on it thanks to a buddy sending it over, but luckily this year's release is a global release. This stuff is 75% unpeated malt, 25% peated malt, 50% matured in bourbon barrels, 48% matured in ruby port barrels, and 2% in sherry casks. Our ABV is 48%. 16,500 bottles released, and it goes for just over 70 US. Now, this one will be different from the inaugural release, but I did enjoy that inaugural release. Not only was it delicious, but it was really good bang for buck. So when this one gets released here, I will definitely be picking it up and doing a review. I don't know when it'll be released here, but probably later this summer. Either way, coming in at number 7, Ardin Miji. Up next at 6 is Legic Hebridean Moon. This is a new release that came out back in April. I have yet to see it in my market, but it's definitely one that has me very interested because it's meant to be a cask strength version of the standard 10. So obviously that makes it 10 years old, fully matured in second fill bourbon casks, comes in at 58.8% ABV, which is hefty, sells for about $110 in the US, and this stuff has been pretty well received by most reviewers. So this is one I'm hoping to come across soon, and once again, you can bet I'll be doing a review if I do. I'm a big fan of the regular Legic 10, and I'm sure it would do well with a little bit of extra kick. So it comes in at number 6, Legic Hebridean Moon. Next up at 5, we have Talisker Wild Blue. Now, Talisker has a reputation, correctly, of being a very coastal whiskey, so they like to play up their relationship with the sea. And every so often, what they do is they'll release a bottle that also sponsors some kind of marine initiative, which is great. The last one they put out along that theme was the Talisker Barley Wilder Seas, which was a beautiful whiskey. That one was finished in cognac casks. This time it's been finished in red wine casks from South Africa's Atlantic coast. This one came out in June. It's got a nice 48.2% ABV. This is one that is actually already available in my market. I just have yet to pick it up because I haven't seen it at my local shops. Here in Taiwan, it is going to be particularly cheap. I'm sure in your market it'll be more, but here it sells for about 60 US. So I'm curious to try this one. Comes in at number 5, Talisker Wild Blue. Next up is not one bottle, but a series of whiskeys, and it's a series that I honestly don't know if I'll ever be able to find or even afford, but you know, a girl can dream. What I'm talking about here is the Kilmore 20th Anniversary Series. This is a series of 4 different releases. We have 2 different 14-year-olds, we have a 15-year-old, and we have an 18-year-old. There are too many specs to go through, so I'll just put them up on the screen here. And these ones sell for anywhere between 160 and 250 US, and they're very limited runs. So the odds of them making it to my market and then me subsequently choosing to dish out that much money for them, not great. Still, I do want to try all these, and being the posh fellow that I am, I especially want to try that 18-year-old matured in bourbon barrels. That one sounds like a treat, but I would be happy with any of these. I'm a big fan of Kilmore. Comes in at number something, the 20th Anniversary Series. I always forget the numbers. Also, they don't matter. Next up at number 3, we have a travel retail exclusive, which as a category of whiskey tends to have a bad reputation, or at least it used to. I don't know if it still does, but whatever. This is one I really want to try. This is Berlatti 16-year-old organic barley. This one was released earlier this year exclusively for the Singapore airport, but by now it should be rolling out across all the major global travel hubs, which unfortunately I suspect does not include Taipei. This is 100% organically grown malted barley from Mid-Cool Farm. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Fully traceable from farm to glass, spent its entire maturation on Islay, full ex-bourbon maturation. This sounds amazing. Now, Berlatti is not a brand that's going to be for everyone, especially Berlatti from that era. I would say up until around like 2010 or so. Berlatti was very characterful. I mean, it still is a characterful whiskey, but the profile has changed since then. But either way, I love the brand, I love their transparency, I love their flavors, and I'm really excited to try this whiskey that I will probably never try. Do I even know anyone in Singapore? I don't think so. Anyway, if you're in Singapore and you're traveling to Taipei, hook me up. Next up, we have Cavalan Petist, which once again is not a single whiskey. This is a set. We have a group of 2 whiskeys here, and they are the first peated whiskeys to join Cavalan's core range. These ones are going to be anywhere from 50 to 59% ABV. They are single cask strength releases. And here's the thing, I live in Taiwan. Cavalan is a Taiwanese company, so here we have some of the best prices for this brand in the world. In my market, they sell for around 100 US or just over 100 US. I do expect these releases to be more expensive in other markets, but I don't know how much they're going to go for. Either way, Cavalan is a brand that I have something of an affinity for. It's a local brand here in Taiwan. They do make great whiskey, and I'm curious to see what they do with peated malt. So it comes in at number 2, Cavalan Petist. All right, so at the top of this list, at number 1, we've got another bottle from the Berlatti distillery, but this is not from their unpeated Berlatti line. This is from the Port Charlotte line. It is their peated 18-year-old release, more specifically the 2025 release. This one came out earlier this year. It is a limited run of 8,000 bottles. Again, full Islay maturation, distilled in 2005, with 100% Scottish barley, peated to 40 ppm, 51.5% ABV, sells for around 220 US dollars. That last one's a kicker. Our cask makeup is kind of complicated, so I'm going to put it up on screen. This one apparently is quite different from the 2024 release, which I did not try. This is a really tough whiskey to track down here in my market. And again, it's one of those expensive whiskeys where oftentimes, even if I do come across it, I find it difficult to pull the trigger just because of that price tag. So maybe more of a fantasy than some of the other ones, but I do really want to try it. Port Charlotte 18. All right, that was the list, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is the part of the video where I want to hear from you guys. So have any of you out there tried any of these new releases? If so, what did you think? Otherwise, you can let me know which of the above whiskeys you are most excited to try. And finally, if you stuck around to find out what the mystery malt is here in my glass, your hint from earlier is that this is a 10-year-old peated sherried whiskey that just came out this year. What I'm drinking is Kilmore 10-year-old Loch Gorm. This is the 2025 release. This is the first time Kilmore have given us a proper age statement for the Loch Gorm release, and it's interesting. So stay tuned to the channel. I will be reviewing this one in the coming weeks, and that brings us to the end of the video. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to help out with the channel, I'll put Patreon and PayPal links down below. Otherwise, we got the patrons over here. If you have suggestions for bottles you want to review down the line, you can put those down below as well. I'll keep those in mind for my upcoming videos. And I think that's about it. See you next time.